Okay, starting off the footprint series, here we have the footprint introduction. In this video, we'll be defining what a print is and how to read it, going over the common display and data types, briefly introducing the footprint use cases, and finishing it off with where to gain access to these tools. So without further ado, let's get into the definition side of things. What is a print? So a footprint gives us the ability to see the volume that's being transacted inside a given candle. The sells are recorded on the left and the buys are recorded on the right. It's important that we understand that the spread is crossed diagonally here and not horizontally. It's also equally important that we understand that this is a record of all the market orders that go through, meaning that a footprint is a lagging indicator. A DOM, or depth of market, is the leading equivalent. Here we have a basic 5-minute candlestick chart. There isn't too much insight that you can glean from it until you look at the footprint equivalent. Here we can see the absorption, the imbalance, and the initiation from buyers as the reversion begins. Here's the two most common data types, bid ask and delta. I personally recommend using bid ask as there's a lot more information that can be present, but when you're less experienced, I recommend using delta because the less information is going to be better for you. Getting into the common display types, we have the volume profile. This is definitely one of the most common. Delta profile has to be the most common, and I recommend using delta ladder. This is the one that I'm the most comfortable with. Moving from there to the data types and time frames. So everybody by now should be very familiar with time-based charts. Every 5 minutes you print a new candle. With order flow tools, non-time-based will often be far more useful. The two that I want to point out are tick and trend reversal. So tick is every X number of trades. So if you're using 500 tick, every 500 trades that go through on that exchange, you're going to get a new candle. This is going to be great for execution, in my opinion. And then trend reversal is definitely my favorite candle type for my footprints. After price has a certain number of back ticks, you will get a new candle. The non-time based charts will make it a lot more obvious when you see rapid open interest changes and when you see signs of absorption and exhaustion. So getting into the footprint use cases, we're using the footprint to identify 4 major things: absorption, imbalance, rapid open interest change, and exhaustion. We use these to identify where the exploitable traders are so that we can revert on them. The time frames that we want to be using this for is intraday and scalp. Once you get beyond that time horizon, this information becomes significantly less useful. Okay, so where can we use print? So there's a lot of different areas where you can gain access to these tools. I'm only going over the ones that I have experience with myself. Some of these are free and some of these are paid. So definitely the paid versions are going to be better. If you're less experienced, go ahead and use the free versions and see if this is something that you even want to pursue. And if so, probably going to want to use the paid versions later on as they are significantly better. So the two that are the most standout options are going to be Sierra and Exo. I have ridiculous amounts of time using those, and they're definitely the best charting software out there. If you don't want to have to pay for it monthly, you can look at ATAS, Quant Tower, or Go Charting. Those are good areas to dip your toes and get introductions into footprint charting. Thank you.